Afternoon, evening, or morning, depending on where you're at. Welcome to my second annual WPT and all things Vegas poker space. I'm Sherry Pluskota, your host, and I'm sure others will be joining us here shortly as my co hosts and just listeners and communicators, so to speak. Running just a few minutes late. I got to watching TikToks, I'm ashamed to say, but it just reels you in, so to speak. Many thanks to my sponsor, Elevator Results. If you need a tailor made workout plan to help you lose weight or gain weight, Elevator Results can design that plan. Follow them on Twitter and check out their site at elevatorresultspt.com. Be reminded you can find the recordings of my past spaces and interviews on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. Please make sure to subscribe. It is free of charge. Like to remind everybody to keep Fats in your prayers. He is definitely battling some critical health issues right now. Hopefully, some decisions are going to be made as to a plan of action as far as treatment today, and hopefully that treatment will take place today, and stop the current problems he's having. So prayers to Fats for a speedy recovery. I need you in good shape when I come there to visit in end of January, beginning of February. So much love to you, Fats. Feel better soon, buddy. Want to talk about a couple of things this morning. First of all, as I tweeted the other day, Maurice Hawkins, if you're ever listening or folks that are listening know him, tell him to come on in and let's have an honest interview. Not a softball interview. Come on, Maurice, join us for some questions. I promise we'll be gentle. For those that know me, they know that I am always fair. So come on and join us, Maurice. Be reminded that on Monday, we're going to have some guests join us later in the show in order to discuss the Fair Bet Act that needs to not only be introduced again, but voted on and passed if you believe in it or you're not even sure about it. You have questions about it. Do you believe in it or not? Why should I believe it or why shouldn't I? Join us Monday. Maybe we can answer some of those questions. I've reached out to another friend of my space in hopes that he can join us Monday. But Lily and Sarah will be here and we're going to tackle that issue and hopefully answer any questions that you may have on the topic of that new tax on gambling wins. So that's the Fair Bet Act that we're trying to move along to get passed so it's a better treatment of gambling win and loss. So anyway, join us Monday. That'll be in our regular space that starts at 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Be reminded today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Time, and 8 p.m. Dublin Time, the lovely Tanya Masters is going to join me for an interview, and we're going to discuss all things Irish poker, the Irish Poker Open, the Irish Poker Tour, and she can enlighten us with some important information about all that and more. She's an absolute delight. If you don't follow her on Facebook and Twitter and IG, I suggest you do. She makes some really fun content. She has a great sense of humor. She comes from a poker family. Overlay alert. The Orleans has an overlay currently. They're short 36,000 of the 50K guarantee in their that's TOE tournament. And there's another flight today at 11 a.m. It is a $400 buy-in and a 40K starting stack. So if you're into that game and mixed games, that is definitely one you want to run over and play. That's a big overlay, 50K guarantee, and they're still short 36,000. Yeah, I'm thinking if I played that, I would definitely be over there today at 11. Again, a $400 buy-in over at the Orleans. Also wanted to make mention, Karen is up at the Key, otherwise known as Cherokee, North Carolina. There's a Harrah's there, and she's been there a couple of days, and she was holding her own, and as well as how break even so far. But then last night she made the money in the nightly, so hopefully that's put her over that break even point. I haven't heard the results from her yet this morning, so maybe she'll join us and update us. Oh, let me go back to the Fair Bet Act topic. Please call the representative Jason Smith at 202-225-4404 and give him your opinion on the matter. He has the power to create a hearing on the matter. So if you support it, that's the guy you want to call and ask him to call a hearing on the matter. I meant to mention that a minute ago. All right, let's look at some winners. Wesley Harper won event number 1 of the Aria Poker Open. It was a $600 no limit tournament, and he took home over $16,000. And of course, a final table hoodie that they're giving away at their tournaments at the Aria. Over at the Venetian, Sanjeev Kapoor took down event number 16, which was a $600 monster bounty tournament. And he's taken home $6,800 plus bounties. So congrats to him. Over at the Win, Michael was the winner after a heads up deal of the $600 horse tournament. And that is for over $13,000. So congrats to him. What a great accomplishment. I'm going to go ahead and start reading off the tournaments for today. Over at Planet Hollywood at 11 o'clock is a 200, I'm sorry, at 11 and 5 o'clock. There are 2 tournaments with a $250 buy-in, and that's for Flight 1C and 1D of the Naughty or Nice Try to Bag It Twice tournament. It is a 40K guarantee, 25K starting stack, 25-minute blind levels. If you bag it twice, there is a 1K bonus. Over at the Orleans is an 11 o'clock toe tournament, which I spoke about. Pardon me. Also at 11 is the Monster Stack Tournament, $200 buy-in, 20K guarantee, 30K starting stack with 30-minute blinds. At 6 p.m. is a No Limit Monster Tournament, $150 buy-in, 20K guarantee, 30K starting stack. And that has 20-minute blinds that move up to 30-minute blinds as the tournament progresses. Over at the Venetian today at 11:10 a.m. is the $600 Ultimate Stack, Day 1A, 250K guarantee, 40K starting stack, 40-minute blinds. At 12:10 at the Venetian is a $600 Big O Bounty Tournament with a 30K guarantee, 25K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. At 6:10 p.m. at the Venetian is a $200 no limit bounty, 10K guarantee, 25K starting stack with 30-minute blinds. Over at the Aria at 1 p.m. is a $600 no limit tournament, 50K guarantee, 30K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. And at 7 p.m. is a $300 no limit tournament at the Aria, 15K guarantee, 25,000 starting stack, 25-minute blinds. Over at South Point at 10:10 is a $120 no limit tournament, 15K guaranteed 20K starting stack. At 210 is a $120 turbo bounty, 3K guarantee, 20K stack. At 6:10 p.m. is a $200 mystery bounty, 10K guarantee, 30K stack. At 10:10 p.m. over at South Point is a $120 crazy pineapple, 2K guarantee, 20K starting stack. Over at the Bellagio today at 5 p.m., there's a $120 Sadie. Into the Aria Poker Open $600 PLO double board bomb pot. So that's a great opportunity if you want to play that tournament over at the area. Here's your chance, $120 buy-in. You get a 30K starting stack, and there is a 2-seat guarantee. The rate on that tournament is $30 per entry. MGM has an 11-10 tournament, $125 grand stack daily tournament, $1,500 guarantee, 25K stack. At 310 today is a $125 grand bounty tournament over at the MGM, 1K guarantee, 20K stack. At 710 tonight, a $125 grand rebuy tournament, 15K, $100 guarantee, 15K starting stack. And at 11:10 p.m. over at the MGM is a $125 grand stack bounty, 1K guarantee, 20K starting stack. Over at the Mandalay Bay, and for those of you, I hope you got a chuckle out of that pronunciation. At 1 p.m. is a $60 no limit, 10K stack, 15-minute blind levels, no guaranteed tournament. And that is a $20 rake. Also at 8 p.m., same tournament. So that's at 1 and 8 p.m. I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to send. Well, let me just interject and say, Fats, if you'd like a microphone, I'm going to let you request it because I know you're not feeling well. But if you'd like to chat, please request. You're more than welcome to come up and I'll stop what I'm doing so we can chat. Um, because I know you're not feeling well. So we are going to give you the golden key to the gate of if you want to come up and chat. So hope you have a good day today and they find a solution to your current health issues, Fats. We're all praying for you, buddy. Sending love, bud. Over at Resorts World today at 12:05, there's a $400 no limit event number 1 of their winter series. 100K guarantee, 30K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. That's a $45 rake. Over at 7:05 today, event number 2 is a $200 no limit tournament at Resorts World, 3K guarantee, 25K starting stack. And that rake is a $37 rake at Resorts World. Um, Karen, I made mention you were deep into that nightly yesterday. If you want to DM me and let me know how you finished or come on up and let us know, that's great. You might be in the ladies' event currently, and so you might not be able to talk, and that's not a problem. But if you want to DM me, then I could just read whatever you want me to on air for you to update folks. Hey, Isaac, how are you, pal?
Nice. Just my head stopped spinning. Stopped for a second. How are you this morning?
Let me tell you, I'm so out of whack and tired right now. All I can think of is, oh my gosh, I have to take a nap before my interview with Tanya.
Yeah, yeah. That's about the feeling right now. I think I need about 3 naps in a row.
Oh my
Here,
goodness.
let's let Pats up real quick.
Yep. I just saw it.
What's up,
And we're
Pats?
hey Fats, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, Sherry. How are you? And Asmaf and Karen and everybody else there. Um, I'll be tweeting a more in-depth update a little later today.
Okay.
But the bottom line is we're going to be doing another PET scan on Monday, and and then we'll have to, after that's evaluated, then we're going to look at all the different options,
Okay.
um, because there were some things that were unclear in the previous PET scans, and but the team of people working here is like second to none. I mean, since I got here last night at 9 o'clock, they've had, God, I must have seen 15 different doctors already, and
Awesome.
they're not wasting any time with some procedures that they've done, and they ruled out something which was good. Otherwise, I would have been in surgery today. But they ruled that out as being a problem, so that was good. And
Awesome.
so I will won't know exactly what the plan is until after the PET scan Monday, but I'll send out a tweet letting everybody
Perfect.
know what happened since I got here.
Perfect. Perfect. And I'm glad you're there. I'm glad you're right where you're at. It's going to be a great care for sure, Fats. And we're all, looking forward to those updates and that good news, buddy.
Um, so am I.
I know you are. It's been a rough week, but I know. Go ahead, Isaac.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'll burn a candle for you, buddy. I hope you get well, man.
I appreciate it, and I know there's not that many people here, but I really appreciate all the support I've been getting from all the spaces people from on all the different channels and platforms. My DMs have been nothing but all good wishes, and the responses to my tweets have been phenomenal. And I really appreciate the support everybody has been giving me and the well wishes that have been coming my way.
Of course. And they will continue, Fats, because we are concerned and we definitely want the best for you and your health. And hoping that they get that taken care of real quick for you, buddy. I know it's been a brutal week for you. So hang in there, bud. Hang in there.
So, what did you pivot from WSOP to WPT since the WSOP is not for a while? Getting withdrawal?
Right. So this is the second year I've done the WPT and All Vegas Poker in December. And I'm going to tell you, it definitely brings a different vibe. And I even questioned if I should do it again this year because with the WSOP, there's so many events, there's a lot of content to offer, right? We have lots of winners, we have lots of tournaments to talk about. And because of the mass amounts of people at the WSOP, there's always gossip and current events to talk about. The WPT is a smaller series. Not and that's no disc to them at all. It's an amazing series. I love it myself. But it's just not as much happening just because the volume is different. And so I question this year if I should even do this coverage again. Just because the content is more limited. So we'll see how it goes this year, and then I'll decide next year if I'm going to do it a third year or not.
Okay. It's, I didn't even realize this was going on until I saw you doing these last few days.
Yeah, no problem. And I guess that I don't know if this has happened. Maybe if it has to anybody that's listening now or at during the replay. But some people are like, I'm not getting your like. I'll DM the invites out, and I've had 3 people DM me and say, I didn't get this until like 6 hours after the space took place. So I'm wondering if that's a new glitch that the DMs are not like getting through in time for people to even know the space is going on.
Well,
I
that's
think
weird.
they're just not checking their DMs in time.
That might be the case too. I think Fats has a point there. You know what, Cher? Maybe okay. I mean, we could make some visuals and throw out some tweets and do that
Well,
maybe a little stronger. Um that way we can get the word out as soon as possible. But those are all good input points. And um I was thinking too, I know WPT is going on. We isn't Paradise going on too?
right, that's what Fats was talking about. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that because I know Paradise right now is they're making a lot of news because the show got taken down,
right,
right? Because of all that
right.
AI stuff that was happening.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And I'm going to tell you that as far as the 3 people that I mentioned that contacted me about getting they actually, it's actually time stamped hours after the space took place. Like
that
it's
is
weird.
funky. That is funky right there. Yep.
Yeah, it's actually time stamped. So I'm not sure what's going on with that,
Yeah, because
but
you have a blue check mark, so you should be good, right?
I
Like
know,
that's
I
what the hell
know.
the thing's all about, right? Like, yeah.
Yep. And that's why I was like, well, that was 3 people in the last 2 days that were like, "Hey, this didn't come through until, like, hours after." I was like, "Well, that's weird." And I just blew it off the first person that said that to me, and then 2 more said it to me, and now I'm like, "Wait a minute." So if that's happened to you, please DM me and give me a screenshot of that, um, because that may be something we need to report because maybe X doesn't even know that's happening. So a little bit weird, but I'm going to let Karen get in here because I know she's playing today. Hey, Karen, go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to hear Fat's voice. Um, I'm still struggling myself, just recovering from this bronchitis. So I actually hadn't started playing yet today. I got up and I had breakfast and then I came back and took a nap. So I don't know what
Good
I'm
for
going to
you.
play. I'm going to fire one bullet at the main tomorrow, but I think this afternoon I might play some cash game and then jump in the 4 o'clock. Is my plan.
Well, and
Good
it
luck.
wouldn't be a bad idea maybe to take a rest. Go ahead, Fats.
I said, good luck.
Thank you, Fats. I'm so happy to hear your voice and glad to hear the doctors are taking good care of you.
Yeah, that's a really an amazing place over here as far as the level of care and the doctor availability. I had real doctors coming in and out of my room. Usually, you got to wait till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon after all the little minions come around and do their stuff. I had the real doctors coming in and out of my room 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. So the care is phenomenal here. I just hope they can come up with a good plan.
They will.
And sorry on this glitch thing. Just tell everybody, even if they don't get an invite, every day at noon.
Well, and I tweet it. I mean, I can't do more than I'm already doing about it, right? Unless I just tweet it 20 times a day and that's just not the way I handle it. You want to join us, you do, you don't and but it's different if it's people aren't joining because they're not getting the DMs um, as reminders because we're all busy and can't remember unless you set an alarm on your clock on your phone that's something starting at a certain time. So people do depend on those reminder DMs when the show starts. So just going to see how that develops out for sure.
Well, I'll definitely throw an announcement out from the GVG page to help get the word
I
out too.
appreciate I appreciate that. I'm just trying to figure it out right now. Karen, how'd you finish up in that nightly last night? And thank you, Isaac, by the way.
So I did cash, but it was a min cash, and yeah, I mean I was happy for it. You're always hoping to go deeper, but then I just came back like immediately and crashed.
Right.
So yeah, I've just been really tired, but it's not bad enough that I want to go home, but I have been struggling since I've been here.
Well, maybe today should be a day of rest so you can kick ass in that main event tomorrow.
By the way, in poker, I don't know if you're. I think they're going to officially. They have a new term now for a min cash. It's called a Kessler cash.
Yo, that's
A
fucking
Kessler.
brutal. Let's go.
Fats
Yeah.
coming in hot.
Or they might be calling it a Kessler result, but that'll be the new standard for the term min cash.
I think the Kessler cash has a better ring to it.
The old KC. That's what they're going to call it eventually.
Oh my
The
God.
old KC.
That's hilarious.
That's fire, Fats.
Hey, Fats, are you happy with the results of them reversing the whole no vig thing and paying
Yeah,
people out?
I've been on Omar's space. He was giving me credit for it because
Good.
I came into that space when they were discussing it, and Spanky was in there too. And after you know getting the information, in Spanky's take on it, I put out a tweet to boycott them because your money's not safe there. And then I followed up with a tweet demanding, you know, where I asked them a couple of questions that I wanted answers to.
Right.
And they weren't answering. And then other people were putting pressure on them to answer the 3 questions I asked them. And then they put out a video, a 7-minute video, trying to address them. And while I was preparing a very scathing review of that video, they pivoted and decided to pay everybody. And I was told that a lot of people, and a few people tweeted it out, you better answer Fats because he's not going to let it go. And
Hence the McDonald's case.
yeah, they said, if you don't believe me, they actually tweeted, if you don't believe me, ask McDonald's. So they were giving me, I mean, I don't know if it was my tweet that was the thing that put him over the edge, but Omar Space was giving me credit for it. So,
Well, and I really think not only you and Spanky and whoever else was in that space talking about it, I think it all matters that that discussion is being had by whomever, because they need to hear points of view from the purchasers, so to speak, their users. I think it's all a good positive.
well, the big thing, like in their in the 7-minute video that they made, that where the biggest flaw in their argument was that they recognize, these people were playing. They weren't harping on the fact that the lines that were bet at were so far off the norm that it wasn't right, because that's a standard. Like, if it's so far off, then you're taking advantage. But they were saying they were taking advantage of correlated parlays. And the problem with that argument is they do accept correlated parlays in most places. That will, if they feel the correlation is too correlated, when you go to submit it, will say you can't correlate those options.
Right.
So as long as they were still accepting some correlated parlays, then they need to, then they need to police their own system. But
Right. Did you listen to the flop or flup space yesterday?
excuse me 1 second.
Sure. No worries. I'm sure he's got a nurse or doctor probably prodding and poking him right now.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm back. So that was, I hadn't seen that, but I'm going to.
Yeah, I would recommend you go back and listen to that. He did it yesterday. I think I was at the airport. I don't know. My time is all screwed up. But anyway, Flup had a space and, took the blame and whatever. But they talked about it and how they came about reversing their initial actions. So you may want to listen to that one.
Yeah, I was told that Flup was trying to play the hero after the fact, but I never released my scathing tweet because I found out that they had pivoted before, so there was no reason to
Right.
attack them at that point.
Right. Well, and he took blame too. He may be trying to be a hero, but he also took blame. So, and I don't know enough to be able to tell you if he was playing hero or not. So you know me about sports betting, but I just found it interesting, um, the approach. Anyway, so you may want to listen to that because that certainly is your world.
Yep. Well, I'll look that up. I'm going to drop out now because I
No
really
worries.
think you're not supposed to be talking too much. So,
No worries.
but I want
Appreciate
to
you
pop in and
stopping
say
by.
hello.
I'm glad you did. Glad to hear your voice, buddy. And again, we pray for you and results in the
And thanks
positive.
again to everybody. And Karen, good luck in your tournaments. And I'll talk to all you guys later.
All right, Fats. Talk to you later, bud.
Bye.
The original Fats.
Indeed.
So passionate. I love his passion.
Yep, most definitely.
Love his passion. He cracks me up. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I like. Is that, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know his spirit is always up enough to stay clowning, which I
yes.
appreciate. I appreciate.
Yes. Hopefully, they're going to figure out his plan of action and get that taken care of so he can be back at home enjoying life.
You just watch. Fat's gonna be one of those, right? Probably outlive all of us.
I know that's right. I know that is right. Well, you want to go over tournaments?
Yeah, sure. Let me pull
Go
them up
ahead.
real quick, and
Sure.
gotcha.
No worries. While you do that, I'm going to send ASG a microphone. Buddy, I know you're working, so if you can't come up here, no problem. Oh, there he is. Go ahead, ASG. Welcome.
Well, not much to say. I don't know.
No worries. Just greetings. You doing okay?
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Awesome.
yeah, can't go to Vegas for WPT because I got some family stuff this weekend. But good luck to everybody.
Awesome. 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 Enjoy that family time. That is way more important than poker. There's always poker the next week, next 6 month, or next year. That's for sure. Isaac, whenever you're ready, buddy.
Alrighty. So let's get it started. First off, at the Horseshoe today at 9 a.m., we have a $100 no limit, 1K guarantee with the 20K starting stack. At 11 a.m., $160 no limit. Let's see, 1500 guarantee, 20K starting stack as well. 2 p.m., another $100 no limit, 1K starting stack. I'm sorry, 1K guarantee, 20K starting stack. 5 p.m., $100 no limit, also 1K guarantee, 20K starting stack. 8 p.m., $160 no limit, $1,500 guarantee, 20K starting stack. And lastly will be 11 p.m., $100 no limit, 1K guarantee, and a 20K starting stack. And it looks like on the smaller of the tournaments, the 1K, it's a $28 rake. And on the $1,500 guaranteed game, there is a $45 rake. So get yourself situated. Those are pretty good. And I love that there's an 11 p.m. Like, that is so lit to have an 11 p.m. daily. Um,
I'm going to tell you, one of my favorite tournaments used to be the midnight tournament at the Flamingo Poker Room.
see what I'm
I
saying?
love that tournament.
Yeah, because that just sounds like perfect DGen
Yes.
easy money. Anyway, moving on, we got Golden Nugget next. At Golden Nugget, they have a couple tournaments daily. They have a 12 p.m. $100 no limit, no guarantee, 10K starting stack. And it looks like the rake for these games is at $23. 8 p.m. is their last game. The day they have a $100 no limit, also no guarantee, and a 10K starting stack. Support the Golden Nugget, y'all. Keep poker on Fremont Street.
That's
Uh,
right.
moving on
And
at West.
and like I mentioned it the other day, and that's what Isaac's alluding to. Um, people are upset about what happened at the Golden Nugget this summer, understandably and actually acceptable, right? But as I said when we started this coverage this week, yeah, things went awry at the Nugget. We're disappointed, but we don't want the Golden Nugget room to shut down. So we still have to support them in hopes that they get their shit together and get it back on the track. But, we have to continue to support them through good times and bad times because we don't want another poker room to close. So there's my 2 cents. Go ahead, Isaac.
I agree 100%. So, honestly,
Right on.
I like it too. The room that we played in last time, it's a great room. But, it's like anything else. I think maybe when we're in town, I got to make sure that we at least play a tournament if there is one.
Right.
So
We can
maybe
squeeze it in.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because right now it looks like we might actually end up staying tonight. So
Awesome.
if we do, that's definitely going to happen. But anyway, moving on, y'all. At Westgate, let me see. Let me get a little bit closer in here. All right, at 12 p.m., there is their $55 no limit with the no guarantee, 15K starting stack. Let me see. At 3:05, there is their $55 lazy pineapple. Love that game. No guarantee, 15K starting stack as well. At 7:05 p.m., they have their $75 no limit bounty tournament, also with no guarantee and a 15K starting stack. And their last one of the day is at 9:05 p.m. They have their $70 no limit with no guarantee and 15K starting stack as well. Now, on this one, let me see, which one was the one? It was on the $55, right? That there was the rake.
Yes.
Okay, so the $55 rake is $16 total, but six goes to the staff. So that's look, that I like that. I like when I see that something's going to the staff and not just all rake, and it's just a mystery where it goes. So yeah,
Right. They break it down.
yeah, definitely. And now finally over at Red Rock, Sunday through Thursday, for the next 3 weeks, it looks like they have their 10:35 a.m. $150 no limit with no guarantee, 15K starting stack, and a $17 rake, which is kind of attractive. Um, Now, also, we let you guys know that there is a 10:35 every day, but if you want to make sure there's not some other tournaments happening at Red Rock, because they do pop up, you're going to want to check, Poker Atlas or one of those just to see, because they do like to add tournaments out of nowhere. And those are the four that I got. Back to you, Cher.
Okay, I have to look up that Red Rock tournament again because I don't think that rake is correct. I'm going to look that up. I may made a mistake
It,
on that
it,
one.
it
So
sounds too good to be true, doesn't it?
yeah,
Like
I
God
think
damn, that's a good rake. I'm thinking
yeah,
about all the other ones.
I think I made a mistake on that. So I will look that up for us
Oh,
for sure.
okay, cool.
And it could be on Poker Atlas that way, and it just may have been a mistake, but that doesn't seem right to me, and I will look that up, you guys. All right, over at the WPT at the Win today, I know Matt Savage has made it safely back from Florida, so he'll definitely be on property today with Ryan Beauregard, the executive director of poker over there at the Win. Don't forget this WPT event goes on through December 22nd. They're going to have 78 events total in the 21 days the series runs. Today, they have a 12 p.m. restart of event number 2, and that's going to be day 2 of that event. At 12 p.m. is event number 4, a $1,600, $1 million guarantee, 40K chip stack, and the rake is $170 with 50 going to the stack, not stack, to the staff. At 7 p.m. is an $1,100 100K guarantee tournament. It is a no limit turbo, and that's event number 5. You're going to get a 30K starting stack, and 125 goes to the rake with $40 to the staff. So that's what's going on over at the WPT today. You know what I haven't mentioned yet? I haven't mentioned what I know is going to be a fabulous meetup game at the Bellagio on December 12th at 2 p.m. is the 6th official Spaces meetup game. Be there or be square. Please let me know if you plan to attend, even if you're tentative. If your plans change, no problem. We just like to have some rough numbers for pizza. And so we know how many tables we need right at the start because we want to make sure everybody has a seat and doesn't have to wait for a seat while we get another dealer in place. So just needing some rough numbers. I think I'm up to about 22 or 24. I haven't looked at that list in about a week just because I was on vacation. Even though I don't feel like I've been on vacation, I feel like I've been run over by a truck, bus, and automobile. But that's what's going on December 12th at the Bellagio. Should we go over the Splash the Pot items, Isaac? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why
All
not?
right.
Let them know what, I mean, besides all the mystery stuff that we don't even know is going to happen yet. Why not?
Right on. We love the mystery stuff. It's such an added bonus when people show up and say, oh, that's what Brian, B-52 Bomber did. He brought us some Poker Ghost merchandise.
Yeah, he definitely had a big merch drop, right? Like in
Yes.
true B-52 bomber fashion. Yeah, he flew overhead and just literally laid it on.
He
It was
bombed us with
crazy.
Poker Go NFT and Poker Go studio merch, and it was awesome. So yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, he surprised me huge. He got me a no gamble, no future hoodie. That's goaded.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like that, that's
It's
goaded.
very cool. So um, of course, the Green Visor Gang, thanks to Isaac and Mac and all the rest of the gang, are giving us some Phase 6 passes. And I'm going to briefly go on to say that our pass unlocks 16 main Phase 6 games, which have a price pool of $320 each. Four Max Minter games, and they will also have a prize package of $320. Four Mint incentive games, and those will have a prize package of $200. And then the final table pays 9 spots and is associated with the WSOP ladder. So, anything you want to add to that, Isaac?
Yeah, just to like clarify it as best I can. Okay, so if you buy one pass is $45. It gets you access to 16 games that happen twice a week on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Each one of those games, like Sherry said, has a $320 payout. The top gets about 50% of the pot, and the rest gets divvied up in a WSOP like ladder payout. But we pay out the final table. So if you make it to the final table, you're gonna get something, basically. If you mint three passes, three passes gets you your entry plus two rebuys because every one of our games has two rebuys. So it locks you in to do that and know that you have two rebuys locked in for every game that you request while we play if you need it. And it also gets you a whitelist, which basically means access to our upcoming PFP collection, which is our digital art collection that we're going to be dropping like early next year. If you get four passes will get you your entry, couple of rebuys, and it will also get you a whitelist for your friend. So if you want to, like, if you got a buddy and you want to bring them into the ecosystem with you for what we're going to do for the PFP project, that allows you to do that. And then finally, if you get five passes, that's our max minter. That's what unlocks you being able to get the other four games. And those that's usually about, I don't know, maybe like a 20 to 30 player pool. So it's about one third of what our typical holders games are. So, and it has the same payout of 320, but we only pay 5 spots. So the payouts are chunkier, which is cool on that one. And like Sherry said, we have mint incentive games every 20 minutes. We throw a game up. It's a $200 prize pool, and whatever many people minted in that in those 20, they get at that. If you're a max minter, you get all four games that you have access to because you minted the most passes that we can offer. So that's enough about me yapping about Phase 6. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Awesome. Thank you for all those updates. You guys know I know very little about all that world of the NFT and blah blah blah. And I appreciate what Isaac and the gang does because I love the fact that they're bridging poker and NFT world together. And so I'm always happy to give him space and time to explain what's going on with the Green Visor gang. Because if you're interested in that kind of world and what they're doing, hey, I want you to know about it so you can participate because it sure sounds like they're doing great things to me. Also, want to give thanks to Jim Reed with Rec Poker. He's given us some premium memberships at Rec Poker to give away as splash the pot items. Also to Kieran, who has given us a 1 month of the GTO Wizard starter subscription. So we'll do a drawing for that at the meetup game. Of course, I've offered a Vera Bradley travel bag for the ladies. We're going to do a drawing for all the ladies that are in attendance, maybe a little incentive to give some ladies to attend. So that's a special drawing for the ladies that attend. And I've done that at every meetup game. I can't remember if I did one at I didn't do one at Best Bet, and I don't think I did one at Sahara, but I did one at the Ari and the Bellagio for sure. So just a little extra incentive for the ladies that are in attendance I had some coffee mugs made. I thought it would be fun to give away mugs at the mug. And on the coffee mugs are pictures of some of the attendees of the last meetup games. I thought it would be kind of fun to give those away. Also, I have some books to give away and some Vera Bradley blankets. Also, Irene has given us a sweatshirt for a drawing. Nat and Turbo are both giving us gift cards. So, quite a bit of stuff to give away, as well as whatever surprises may show up that day. That always are a highlight for sure. So, hope you can join us at the Bellagio on the 12th of December at 2 p.m. for the 6th official Spaces meetup game.
I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking, but at Sahara, you did have a bunch of stuff from what was it? I think it was like Pretty and Poker or something like that, right?
Yes,
So
I
yeah,
did.
so I remember you did have that like female player swag. I actually gave that hat to my wife because I remember I ran like a god with the splash the pots that time. So
I think Isaac took home. What did you take home from
fucking
Splash the Pots
everything
that day?
for the one at Sahara.
You had
I
books,
look, I
yeah,
took books, a bag, a fucking
a
calculator
hat.
or some shit, a hat. I took software Brian's money. What else? And that was awesome, by the way. That was awesome because he really thought he had that one.
He
But yeah,
did.
nah, it was fantastic. I got all of that, and it's cool because funny enough, I needed a bag, right? So I was like, yeah,
I remember you
yeah,
saying that. I remember you saying, I needed this
yeah,
bag.
and I sure as hell used that bag the whole damn time I was there for the 2 weeks. So that was fantastic. Such a great game, and it was really cool too because like for example, we got to have Sean play, right?
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
was cool. Didn't we have Poppy pull through too?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a
Joey.
great,
Yeah.
yeah.
Joey Ingram pulled through and
And then we
rock.
went to eat at that taco place with your friend
Oh,
who is also a goddamn beast.
so fun.
Yeah.
The tacos were amazing. Wait, oh my God, we had so much fun. I'm just telling you, if you haven't been to one yet, I hope you get to one in the future because it is just pure fun. Like we are all there just to enjoy what the hell we're doing. Tacos, whatever. Javier's at the Aria. We're going to a Japanese place after this one that is now a crowd favorite. It's just, we're just having fun. And if you get to ride in Isaac's car when he's driving, like buckle up,
Hey, hey,
Buttercup,
hey. You
because
know
it's
what?
like the
Honestly,
NASCAR.
I should offer that shit as like an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, you want to get through traffic? Like, you know what I'm saying? The right way? I got you. I
Let's
got
just
you.
say at several points in time, there were how many of us? Three in the back and one in the driver's seat, one in the passenger seat. Everybody was pressing the brake pedal at the same time at one point in time, and then we all laughed about it because
Yo, and then on top of that, like I think we had one on the roof when we were on the way to the restaurant. Somebody was holding on for dear life, if I recall correctly.
it
So
was so fun. Oh my God. This is what memories and dreams are made of, right? And let's face it, we're all serious when we go to a tournament and we want to win and it's just nice to be able to have some fun with your poker friends, right? Because when we battle on the felt, we battle for blood, so to speak. And so to just be able to have some fun with our fellow poker players and friends is, who could ask for anything more?
absolutely, absolutely.
Love it. You know
It's
what
just,
I
it's just
want
one of those
to
things. It's just those things. Like if if you've never been to one and you've always wanted to experience, like a cool home game type of vibe where you're not getting gamed and you're just coming to like have a great time and laughs and good food, the meetup game is lit. Like, and it's been the model for me because now I've thrown a meetup game successfully and we're about to announce the next one. So get with it.
hell yeah.
Get with it, and then you can do some cool shit. I want to hear about a meetup game. Like, honestly, I would love to have a meetup game in New York. I was going to talk to Barry about it because NFT NYC happens in June, right? And my FOMO from Art Basel this year is so disgusting that I feel like next year I'm going to make a point to go to as many of NFT events and host a poker game during, because
I'm telling you, that's
you
the
know,
way, Isaac. I've been telling you.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. And the thing is like anything, like getting together and like, you know, taking time out of life to go travel and do all of these things is not easy. Like taking time away from family and all the things you got to do. But we got a lot of plans for next year.
Love
I
it.
don't, I don't even want to say half the shit because sometimes you say shit and you kind of spoil it, right? You put it out in the world too early. But we're
Yeah.
grinding really, really hard right now to put together some spectacular stuff for next season.
You
So
know, I'm all about timing it right to release information. I find that it only helps the cause when you're working on a project. Too much information before you have things set in stone is not a good thing.
absolutely, that's so true. But sometimes you know why you do it. You do it because you're excited, right?
Absolutely.
That's the biggest thing because you're like, damn, you're working on so much shit, and you're like, damn, I really want to say something, but yeah, this on a couple of these things is just like, all right, until I have like the best structure I got for it, we're gonna do that. Like for example, even with Phase 6, we usually run like 7-minute standard blinds, right?
Right,
And
right,
right now, I got a bunch of the holders that are like, oh, I'm hearing a lot of mix. Like, we want longer games, we want shorter games. So I've been over here, thinking about how could I make the structure work. Maybe if I do turbo 6-minute blinds and double the starting stack, right? Then maybe you feel the
right,
same effect of having a little bit longer blinds, but you have bigger stacks. So that way it's not a donk fest when you get to the final table, right? And yeah, it's constantly evolving what we're doing.
right on,
So that's hey,
right
that's the
on.
best. That's the best we can hope for, right? Is to just keep getting better.
Well, and releasing information too soon, I just had to chuckle to myself because that's the case in point with the quilt I had made. I'm so excited about that poker t-shirt quilt and the possibility of being able to raise money for a good cause that, I couldn't wait to spill the beans, although I haven't spilt all the beans yet. Just merely talking about it from time to time, I'm like, I just want this to happen. Like it's not happening fast enough. But once I get everything in place, then of course it'll click along and we'll be on our way with it. But yeah, you just get excited. You want to tell people and share and bring people on so they're excited.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like the things that we have planned so far. Like you said something. You know a little bit about what's coming with our PFP project. Like we're gonna honor some people. I got some surprises about who else is gonna be honored. Because I've been trying to like really carefully think about like who deserves their flowers that we can
Right,
actually give them to them. Because I could go make a Negrano, I could go make a Helmuth, I could do all of that, right, and throw them in the art collection, but it doesn't mean the same because I don't know them like that. I just think they're dope, right? I've just been following their
right.
careers and I'm a fan of what they do, but I want to be able to like give some people something where they're like, damn, like they thought about me, you know? So,
Yeah, and I had that feeling.
mhm.
That's
Well,
exactly it.
I'm super happy you did because and you haven't even seen the art yet. So when that time comes, that's gonna be even nuttier, right? But yeah, we're gonna make some special stuff happen. Um, I think like at the end of it though, what's really my biggest goal for this is that we could actually really, finally like kind of lock it in to where we bring in some new blood from just poker into
Right,
this Web3 stuff because I've been doing that with people I know. Like I've got like 4 or 5 new people that have joined our community that they've never even bought an NFT, they've never had a crypto wallet, they've never had any of that, and now they have all of that because of joining GVG. So, yeah,
that's what it's all about. Growing the communities, no matter what they are, for a common goal and purpose. And believe me, there's room for everybody. We can't be so short sighted that we think it's only us and nobody else should be doing it, gatekeeping. That's not how it is. The more people, the merrier. I mean, it's only going to help your projects if there's more people involved.
yeah,
Think about that.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Like I would love to this time next year be able to go out to Cherokee. Maybe have a meetup game there, right? That would be super cool because I
Right.
always get FOMO, right, when everybody goes to Cherokee because it just there's so much cool shit that happens during that series. I don't know what it is, right? Maybe just because it's like a particular time of year or something, but
Right.
oh, it's always a dope event. And I'm
It is
always
a dope
closely
event.
following what's going on, and it seems that a lot of people that I fuck with always ending up over there, right? So,
Right.
yeah.
And it's beautiful. Cherokee, North Carolina is beautiful. It's in the Appalachian Mountains. It's right at the gate of the Smoky Mountain National Park. Like you can drive 10 minutes and you're at, less than that, probably 6 minutes from Cherokee Casino to the gate of the Smoky National Park. And that is such a beautiful drive through the park. It takes about I don't know, 40 minutes because you're only going 25, 35, 45 miles an hour. Um, and it's one of the prettiest drives you'll ever make. I always say that the Rocky Mountain National Park, those mountains are majestic, snow capped mountains. They're majestic, like you've seen in paintings all of your life. The Smoky Mountain National Park and the Smoky Mountains are just a different type of mountain. They're not a snow capped mountain, they're an evergreen capped mountain. So there's lots of pine trees and it's just a different feel and beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, you definitely want to try to get there if you can, Isaac.
Oh yeah, and I wonder what the cannabis situation is in North Carolina because I definitely want to be in the Smoky Mountains smoking.
Ah,
So
I
you
don't
know,
think I'm going to tell you, I don't know if it's legal or not there. I don't
I can
know.
speak to that.
Yeah, Karen,
please
come on,
do.
girl.
Okay, so it's legal on the reservation, but it's not legal on Harrah's on the property. There, but everybody goes out and smokes by the creek, and they. I even asked the security guard one time when I was newer to come in there. I said, "Are we allowed to smoke weed here?" I just asked one of the
Yeah.
security guards. She said, "Well, it's against the rules, but we tend to look the other way." That's what she said. Okay, then in the last year, they've opened a dispensary here, which I went to visit the night I got here. And very nice dispensary, very nice.
Wait a
So,
minute, wait a minute. At the
yes,
Harris Cherokee or just on the reservation?
it's on the reservation, like a
Okay.
mile down the road.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a really nice dispensary. So I went over there and visited it, got a couple of products, came on back. So it's very cannabis friendly, but you can't just be flaunting it on the property. You have to be discreet. You have to go out by the creek. But the creek, when I say out by the creek, it's a you can see everybody right out
Yeah.
front over there
Yeah.
smoking. Yeah, it's not like it's a walk. Everybody on break goes over there. So it's
Hey,
very
that
cannabis
sounds dope.
friendly.
That sounds very dope. And Karen, I'm happily surprised. Good to know. Very
Oh
good to
yeah, it's very cannabis friendly, but again, you can't be flaunting it. You got to be discreet. Go over where all the others. There's like 30 people out there on break.
Oh
One
yeah, oh
night.
yeah. Actually, funny enough, like I have. This is hilarious, right? But this, I guess, is a Cali thing. Like I got my when I'm chilling kind of rolls. I got my when I'm in public kind of rolls, and I got my it's got to look like cigarettes kind of rolls. So I will be amply prepared. Plus, I think I'm gonna take some edibles. Edibles would be fire for this situation.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, totally. And they do check your bag when you go in and out of the tournament room. They check my bag. I got stuff in there. They never said a word. I'm not smoking it. It's just in my bag.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for weapons. They don't care about no
Yeah.
damn weed.
They really don't
Karen.
care. She already told me herself. Well, it's not really. It's against the rules, but we tend to look the other
Yeah.
way because they don't really care. They've probably been told not to worry about it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's sort of a losing battle as well, isn't it? You'd be doing 200 paper, sets of paperwork a day over weed. I mean, it's not even
A
cost
huge,
effective.
yeah, huge percentage. You're gonna lose
They're
your
making so much
customers.
money. I
Y-
guarantee you
Yeah,
that. The
they don't.
Yeah,
reservation is very smart by doing that because
dude.
Yeah,
cannabis money, like just alone, look, when California decided to, oh yeah, we're finally gonna go recreational, right? I think they made $4 billion the
Oh
first
yeah.
year.
oh
Oh
my
yeah.
God. Yeah, the
Like
dispensary here is so nice too. And they told me it was, I didn't even know it was there until this trip. I just happened to hear somebody mention it at my table. But they said it's been there a couple years, but the first year was medical only. And then they opened it up. They're going to add in a cafe. I mean, it's like really nice. It's not as
Is it
nice
in
as,
that? Oh,
huh?
sorry.
No, no, I was going to say
It,
it wasn't quite as big as Planet 13, but it's nice.
is it
Planet
in that
13
little
cool.
strip mall? Is it in that little strip mall?
No, it's a freestanding
Okay.
building.
Okay.
And I went up there when I got in Tuesday night because I wasn't playing. And as soon as I pulled into the parking lot, even though I saw nobody anywhere around, it smelled like weed.
It's like if I was there, it's just a tear, cloud of smoke.
Ah, shit, that's hilarious. Left in a cloud of smoke, Cheech and Chong style.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
I love it. Well, we may have to crown Karen our new dispensary queen so she can report everywhere she goes on the dispensaries.
Hey, nah, you know what? I love to know about what it looks like in other places, because let me tell y'all, when I can get all of you over here to Cali, I'm gonna take you to this event that my buddies throw, and yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Literally lit.
Yes,
Just for the
yes,
record,
yes,
it's going to
indeed.
be literally lit.
Quite lit. Yes.
Listen, I want to make mention on December the 18th, I've been invited to the ladies event. It's a meetup game at the Bellagio and it's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m. And that's the start. I think this is going to be their third month of that meetup game. So hope you can join us. I'm going to bring a Vera Bradley blanket to raffle off or do a drawing or something. We'll figure out how we're going to give it away that day. But anyway, that's December 18th, the ladies meetup game at the Bellagio, 6 p.m. people.
Very nice.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Hopefully it'll help kick it off and they get some bigger numbers.
Yeah, yeah, that's always the hope, right?
Yeah, for
Hey, I
sure.
wonder how Binky's doing. God damn it! I hope she's in transit or she's there. Or we got. I need a Binky update. God damn it!
Well, that's your job. From this day forward, we expect you to bring the daily Binky update.
Oh man, if I can fucking grab a hold of that crazy little firecracker,
that's that's a perfect description of her.
yo, seriously, she's one
I'm
of my
like,
hey yo, but for real, she's like one of my favorite fucking people though. Like yo, she's a
she is, if you've never met Binky in real life, she's about, I don't know, 5'4". I forget what she
fucking
says.
4 foot nothing,
Or 4 foot
and
nothing.
just like a walking, talking
She's a
supernova.
thousand, she's like 1,000 miles an hour at all times. Like is,
Adorable.
she is adorable and she's hilarious. I mean,
Oh man,
she's hilarious.
let me tell you, yeah, yeah,
She is so damn funny. Oh my God. And just the way she's in spaces, she's like that in real life.
fuck,
1,000 miles an hour. She's bing bong all over the place. And it's hilarious.
yeah, yeah. And the thing is that in all of that chaos is a little bit of genius, and that is exactly what I
Oh,
love about her.
hell yeah. Hell yes.
But
Her and
yeah,
I've had some great
Binky's
conversations.
dope as fuck. I'm gonna miss Wolfie at the meetup game, that's for
I
sure. But I'm
know.
happy for him going to the East Coast because who knows, he might start fucking killing it out there, right? So
You know, a change of scenery never hurt anybody, right? And we wish Wolfie well on his new endeavor to move out east for about a month or so and see if he can grab it by the balls, so to speak, and make it a permanent thing. And so kudos to Wolfie. Good luck, buddy. You will be missed, of course, but on to bigger and better things. And may all that come your way, bud.
absolutely, absolutely. He's definitely another one of the coolest people that I've met out here. Real
Oh,
chill, like super chill. You
love
know?
me some Wolfie.
Yeah, I love his
See?
vibe. I've always loved his vibe. So good luck to him. Plus, he's gang. So you know what I mean? Like we want to make sure that he does well wherever he goes, yo.
Absolutely. And him and
Plus,
I have
he's
had.
what?
What'd you say, Karen?
I'm sorry, Sherry. I just said, plus, he's what?
Oh, he's gang
Isaac?
because he's in GVG now, Karen.
Gang,
Oh, oh,
Gang,
gang. Okay.
gang.
I thought you said
I
gay.
want to know what the fuck you heard. Hold on, what did you hear?
Gay. I thought you said gay.
It sounded
No,
like you
no,
said
man,
gay.
no.
That's a common assumption about Wolfie. You know, nothing wrong with that.
Well, there was a recent, and let me give you some context, Isaac. He, there was a recent tweet from Wolfie's account that said, I don't remember the verbiage, but blah, 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 blah. I think all you guys know, but I'm gay and just wanted to let you know. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I didn't know he's gay. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So then, um, a couple of months passed and I'm in a group chat with Wolfie, some others. And I said, oh, by the way, are you gay? And, referring to the tweet, and he's like, no. His friend grabbed his phone out when he went to the bathroom or whatever and tweeted that. So it's kind of funny. For 2 months, I thought he was gay, and now I'm hearing he's not.
You know what?
Until, of course, Isaac's saying he's gay now.
Right.
Yo,
So now he's back to being gay.
hey,
Right.
y'all gonna see this shit all over the tweets today. Watch. Yo, hey, but that's fucking hilarious. I saw when that happened because I think that's like just literally when he had joined GBG, and I was like, oh no. But that's fucked up because I would do that shit to like Mac or Reaper if I could. You better fucking believe I would do that shit.
I might help you steal their phones to accomplish that goal.
Oh man, listen, Mac has been wanting to get at Reaper anyway, right? So if we fucking get him, goddamn, that'd be awesome. Fuck, we'll probably put that shit on a shirt. Oh my god, yeah.
That's hilarious. What's up, Tramp?
For the record, I've always believed in Wolfie's gayness, 100%. I've always encouraged him. I don't think he'll be leaving Spaces. Or he's just going out. He's actually moving in with Slay,
Right,
right? That's what you're talking about. I'm
right.
kind of like man. I think he'll still be on here. Hopefully they have the internet in fucking Massachusetts or wherever the fuck Slay's from. But like, if you were like, yeah, the Slay and Wolfie show on every Thursday night at 9 p.m., I'm watching it.
I
I'm
told Wolf in
Fuck
the
yeah.
space yesterday, I'm expecting content out of this
Yeah,
relationship with Slay. You guys better do some live videos traveling together. And he's
yeah,
like, don't
yeah,
worry, we're going to host some spaces. I'm like, perfect. Do it.
yeah. They got Foxwoods or whatever right there too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be
Hell yeah.
doing. Yeah, they're gonna
Hell
be doing
yeah.
the fucking poker thing. The fucking, I'm down for it, man. I love
They're
Slay. I
not too
love
far
Wolfie.
from fucking Barry either, right? So it's like
Hell
that'll be some lit shit. That'll be some lit shit.
yeah.
It'll be so funny. I can't wait. I really hope they create some content because I think it'll be hilarious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could definitely see that. I think that they would play off each other quite well.
Hell yes.
Yeah, for
Hell
sure.
yes.
100%. How
What
y'all
you been
doing?
up to, Tramp?
Oh shit. Not much. Just the usual. Chilling like a villain.
No, I love it. Have you been to the outskirts of London lately?
No.
Damn it. Much like the myth of whether or not Wolfie's gay, Tramp, we could say that about Tramp's excursions to the outskirts of London.
No, I just stay in one little spot in my little hick town of North London here.
Do you play much live poker?
Um, Depends. We don't have anything like super big around here, but there's like some main events and whatnot that I try to play every year where the pool gets a little bit bigger.
Yeah. You mean you don't go to Potawatomi?
Yeah, I don't go to Potto every weekend. One of these weeks I'm gonna get out to Potto. When I hit the
Potto.
lotto. Hit the lotto, hit a Potto, play some pokers.
Oh, what about my Bears? They've turned things around, haven't they?
Um, Yeah, I'm a Vikings man myself. I actually don't hate the Bears and Lions probably as much as I should. Like I'm a Brewers fan, and I'm like fuck the Cubs. You know what I mean? And
Right, right.
but like for football, especially the last 15, 20 years, man, we've just watched the Packers just run roughshod over the whole fucking division. You know, it's just embarrassing after a while. It's just like I get that the Packers, you know, they had this quarterback and this coach and everything, but like Jesus Christ, what happened to the rest of the division? Like that's been pissing me off for years and years that they just dominated. And like part of me gets it, but another part of me is like, what the fuck is going on with you three teams? So honestly, when I see, you know, any team that's not the Packers doing well in the division, I root for them a little bit. Obviously, I'd love to
Right.
see the Vikings on top, but there's so much fucking just stupid shit. Oh my God. Like I'm just like, what are these people that own these teams doing? You know, why can't you just hire people to I don't know. I mean, I guess that's like that'd just be a greatest magic bullet ever, right? But it feels like you should like hire professionals and then step away and let them do what they're gonna do. Like owning
Well,
a
and
football team doesn't give you any like special insight.
I'm going to tell you, I have felt that way about the front office of the Bears a long time, and of course,
Oh yeah.
they lost an important member of that family recently, and I knew it was going to change. Right when
Yeah.
we're holding on to what the hell was that quarterback's name? We held on to him for so many years. He was so bad. Then he went down to Miami, I think, and had a stellar year or season. What the hell was that guy's name?
Ryan
Um,
something.
oh my
Jay
You
Cutler.
goodness.
might know.
Cutler, thank
Yeah.
you. We held on to him for 10 years too long. And then, you know, and then of course, the biggest faux pas in my lifetime with the Bears is passing up the now current Chiefs quarterback,
Yeah.
and taking the kid from North Carolina, Chazinski or whatever the hell his name is. How stupid can you be as a front office to pass up the quarterback of the century, really?
Yeah.
And I'm a Niners fan, so I know how many picks he traded up to get Mr. Trubisky to.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, Trubinsky. I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell what are we doing? So, you know, hopefully the front office is going to be operating a little bit different in the Bears family, but we'll see. Time will tell. They certainly have changed things around as I kind of predicted at the beginning of the season when they beat the Bills. I was like, okay, let me see them in week 8 or 9, and then I'll tell you what my true feelings are. And they actually have lived up to it. So good for them.
Yeah. And the Bears always have Uh, you know, I feel like this is stuff you should fall back on, right? Like, and this is the thing for the Bears. Like, they're always known for the tough defense. You know, the big bruising guys. You know, you're always going to have a bad time. And I'm like, man, if nothing else, you should always like fall back on that. Okay, maybe we don't have the quarterback right now, but we still got, you know, that defense that the Bears have been famous for like forever. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that Jay Cutler thing. That was ridiculous.
Oh,
But
every
yeah,
year I prayed they would get rid of him. And I was like, I'm not watching. I can't watch this.
yeah,
Like, it's so fucking bad, and we're not doing anything to change it. Like, that's the pure, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, and expecting change. I mean, holy smokes, people.
yeah. I mean, believe you me, man, I can tell you all about quarterback bullshit. Being a fan of the Vikings, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it from the sidelines. It's like a fucking circus sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
will.
disappointing. You're spending all these millions and millions, but
Yeah,
you're not doing anything to make it better with that money. It's crazy. It's insane.
yeah. We paid what's his name, Kirk, fucking whatever. I don't care what his last name. Like we paid him like
Yeah.
$84 million
Yeah.
for.
Insane.
And I'm like, this is not the guy. This guy's not going to like lead us to a Super Bowl. Like throwing millions of dollars is not going to fucking
Right.
it's not going to get us to the Super Bowl, man. Because again, they forget that a lot. Like it's a team sport. You got to get in there and mix it up. And I know a lot of my friends obviously are Packers fans, and they go nuts. They're like, oh, our guy, he doesn't. They just fired like the GM, I think, because they don't do anything with like free agents because they're just, oh, we don't ever want to spend this money over here. well, that's going to fuck you down the stretch, man. When
Absolutely.
all these other teams, they're snatching up guys. They're paying. They're veterans. They know they're veterans. Like you're not going to just take some kid that's been drafted, and maybe you're going to save some money, but it's just not going to be the same experience as a guy that's been playing in the NFL for even 2 or 3 years. Is like a lifetime. So,
Absolutely.
but we'll just, I don't know. They just keep doing it the way that they do it, and it doesn't work. But they just keep doing it. It's the craziest shit.
It is crazy. And you're like, as a fan, you're like, every time the topic comes up, you're like wanting to scream and yell from the mountaintops and hope somebody like gets it or hears you or changes it and it's so
Yep.
frustrating as fans. So
Yep.
frustrating.
Yeah. So yeah, my bottom line is I actually don't mind seeing the Bears at the top of the fucking, at the top of the NFC North here and fucking, whereas I probably should, but I don't, not being snarky or nothing, but honestly, we haven't seen them up there a whole lot, in
Oh, of
recent
course we
years.
haven't.
So.
We haven't since 1985. I mean,
Yeah, not trying to
Jesus.
be fucking snarky, but here's some snark.
Look, I'm going to tell you, I'm a Bears fan. I'm not willing to, I mean, I am willing to call it out.
Yeah.
We haven't done well since 1985. I mean, it's just the true facts of the
Yeah.
matter. We've had moments.
84 for my team. 84 for my
There you
team.
go.
So yeah, my pain runs deep,
Yeah.
and I understand Tramp because I'm in a division too. My division, it's always been funny. Like there's a couple teams that have always done super well, right?
What's your
And
teams?
then
Just
we've
tell me your
always
teams.
the Raiders
Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
pain,
Yeah. Especially and you guys got the
pain.
moving around shit and are you gonna be here next year shit and all that too. Well, I suppose
Yep.
not for you so much because you just live wherever you live, but but it fucks with the
No, yeah,
identity.
exactly. And I mean, when I was born, they were here in LA,
Yeah.
so I had them here, then I had them leave. Right. And for years, it was like, are they going to come back? And right when they were going to come back, Al was like, fuck that, because he's a dickhead. And then he dies, and now they're in Vegas, which I love that they're in Vegas, high key, but they haven't done well.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a shit show. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, look, the Dodgers had my heart tied up and knotted for like almost 3 decades before they made it start happening. So
Yeah.
There's hope.
it can
Are you
happen.
trying to say there's hope?
Yeah, there's always hope. I mean, but you know what's fucked up is that with Raider fans, literally now it's like we root for the Raiders for about the first 4 weeks, and then depending on the record after that, we pretty much call it a wrap, and we still root for the Raiders in spirit. But then we're like, all right, what other teams are we gonna pick for the rest of the season?
Yeah.
It's like that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But it's a fact, yo. It's
Oh,
a fact.
I hear you. You have to be a bandwagon fan of another team after 4 weeks of the Raiders.
Yeah, and then at that point, I'm not even trying. Like, fuck. Sometimes football seasons be over for me after 4 weeks. I'll be like, yep. If I don't have a fantasy thing going on that season, I give no shits. Like,
Yeah,
god damn it.
I hear you. I hear you. Oh my God, football.
Yeah, I'm so old school,
Oh,
man. I remember the Los Angeles Raiders, and then I remember when they moved back to Oakland, and I always loved the LA Raiders starter jackets. So you remember those from fucking 80s, late 80s, early
I
90s?
had one. Yeah, I had one actually. I
Yeah,
gave it to my nephew back in 2008. I had one that
yep,
funny enough, I got it from somebody else too cuz I used to know a Raider booster club out here.
yeah,
So I would sometimes hang out with them and do all of that. We would do state line trips and all that shit. So I got one of them and I was like, "Hell yeah." But then my nephew ends up being a Raider fan and I'm like, "You know what? One day they will win, and hopefully, when they do, you'll be wearing this jacket."
oh,
So, yeah, hey, like you got to try to do that. Like with Lakers stuff, I used to have so much Lakers stuff. I've given so much of it away, to like friends and family that I know are like real big fans. The only shit that I will not give away though is like certain Kobe shoes and
yeah.
certain Kobe memorabilia because that was my guy.
Yeah, that's understandable. But honestly, everything else, man, I feel like you're doing it right. Because them starter jackets, first off, they'll last fucking forever if you take care of them. And literally, like you're
Yeah, that's a
showing that,
fact.
you're giving it to your little
Yep.
nephew. And I think that's how it should be. Like, hey, here's a fucking jacket of a team I know you like. Yeah, it's exactly perfect. And
It's
again,
awesome.
yeah, yeah, doing it
Oh
right, man.
yeah, oh yeah, and it's like the one thing too I like to see is like I have friends that they have their kids in sports and that, and that's where I've given the stuff away to. Like if I got a friend that his kid is in baseball and I got some Dodgers memorabilia or whatever, I'll shoot it his way. Same way with the Raiders, same way with the Lakers. King stuff I don't have too much, but I do have a hat from when they won their last Stanley Cup. That's pretty cool. That was a dope quick
Yeah.
moment. It's so weird in LA when your hockey team wins because it's like Vegas when their hockey team
No
won.
one
Like
cares.
we're in the fucking desert and we won. Like, hey, let's fucking go. Like, what the fuck? So,
That's
but yeah,
hilarious.
that's that shit right there. But yo, it's funny. I have friends out here that are crazy Green Bay fans. By the way, when I heard y'all talking about Green Bay, like, yo, it's interesting to me how much that era got fans
Oh yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
for real. I have friends that have been heavy since Brett Favre era, and then heavy since the last guy who is
Aaron
now
Rodgers.
where is he? Yeah, Rogers era. Yeah, I got a few buddies that are heavy fans because of the Rogers era.
Well,
It was dope though.
Asimov was crazy. So I was living in Wisconsin, right, and then I moved down to South Carolina right before like the Super Bowl. So then, like, I was there for the Super Bowl and everything, and like right after the
Oh,
Super
cool.
Bowl in South Carolina, I was seeing all these Green Bay Packers jackets. And I'm like, you motherfuckers are full of shit. I'm like, there's no way you motherfuckers are wearing these jackets. Like 2 weeks ago, I'm from Wisconsin. I fucking hate the Packers. So I don't even care, but I thought that was ridiculous. So I was like, "There's no way." There's like all of a sudden 50,000 fucking Packers fans in South Carolina.
Let
Um,
me just
Oh
tell you
yeah.
something. Here in the South, when it comes to professional sports, now they're all about college sports here,
yeah,
okay? But
yeah,
when it comes to professional sports, they're all fair weather fans. If their team or a team is winning that's from the South, all of a sudden they're on that team, they're riding that coattail. If their team, like if the Falcons are horrible, they pretend they don't even know the Falcons exist. They are the worst fair weather fans ever, ever.
Well, speaking of college and the all that with the pack, with all those teams and the Packers, I was just watching a video of Skip Bayless's worst takes, and one of them was a tweet that's like, "Give me Tim Tebow over Aaron Rodgers any day of the week."
wow,
That did not age well. But unfortunate for Tebow, he got kind of a raw deal in the pros.
I mean, yeah, no, I'll never forget that play when he was with the Broncos. And I fucking hate the Broncos as a Raider fan.
yeah,
But yo, I was actually happy for him when he got that one. I think
Yes.
he ran it in or some shit happened that
Yes.
one year.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, you know what? The dude was a legend for no reason,
yeah.
I
right?
mean, he
Yeah.
threw
So
a
Oh, he had
short
a
he
he
pass
had
got
to
a
a
covered
wide
when it happened.
receiver who then took it to the end zone, and that was Tebow with game-winning drive to
yeah,
beat the Steelers in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
yeah,
yeah.
fucking
That
amazing.
was sick.
That really was. That really was.
Did any of you ever read Tim Tebow's book?
Hell
No,
no.
Okay.
I won't even front.
I'm
I won't
no,
even
I'm just
front.
going to tell you, you should. You will be
Okay.
amazed at the book. That is one of the few books that I have read cover to cover in my life. Because when I read a book, I fall asleep within a page. And so it's very hard for me to read a book. But that book I read cover to cover.
Do you do audiobooks?
Yes.
I gotta tell you, if there's an audiobook that like top tier for me, it's Doyle Brunson's Godfather of Poker.
Oh, nice.
Because he reads it, Cher.
Oh, I may need to read that. I may need to have that.
That shit is just it's too dope because he's giving you the story. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm by the fireplace type shit, listening to the lore of yonder
Yeah.
times. So fucking epic because he's talking about all these moments that I've only heard stories of.
Right.
Great fucking book to hear somebody tell their own story with.
Oh, I'm going to definitely do that. I'm going to tell you though, Isaac, I challenge you to read the Tim Tebow book. I challenge you to
Oh,
read
I'm
that.
down. I love to read. I love to
because
read.
it's
So
nothing that you think it's going to be. I guarantee you,
yeah,
it's
no, and you
nothing
know,
like it.
speaking of him though, I have seen, because I'm always on the YouTube feeds for a bunch of shit, and something came across like he's been a real big advocate against like human
Oh yeah,
trafficking and a bunch of other stuff. I know dude's a good person, you know.
his family
So
were missionaries. Like they,
that makes total
yeah,
fucking sense.
they
That
traveled
makes
the world
total
as
sense.
missionaries. And I'm going to tell you, when his mom was pregnant with him, the doctors said that he was going to be not a viable. How do you say viable?
Yeah,
Yeah,
viable.
viable. Yeah.
Yeah, at birth, and they wanted her to abort him. Like they pressured her for a long time to abort him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, God's plan, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's his story is like I was like every chapter I was like, holy, I would stop and I would be like, holy shit, that is so fascinating. Like it's nothing like you would think it is. It's a really good book. I just highly recommend it. It's
Okay.
a
Hell
it's a
yeah. I'll
it's a
check that
good
out.
bird's eye view into a champion. Like he's a champion. And how is he built? Like, it really dives into his family life and their beliefs, on the surface. And yeah, it's very good.
Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I like. I'll take book recommendations. I've been for the last 2 years, obviously, like deep in whatever poker books come my way.
Right.
Funny thing is, the funny thing is, what I like about this year versus my first 2 years is like everything was so super must be GTO, right? For like a good couple of years. And
Yeah.
this year, it seems, I don't know if it's just because of Grinders Run. I don't know if it's just because of what, a few other people have done. But like, I love seeing the fact that now it's not just GTO. Like, exploitative has almost kind of come back in a real strong way, and now all these other variations of things are getting mixed together, and I kind of like what I'm seeing. Even in poker books, I've read some real cool shit. Right now I'm currently listening to the poker mindset
Oh yeah.
book.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That was really good. I'm probably gonna go over it like 6 times because I want to like really absorb each section,
Right.
but that one has been awesome. That's
Awesome.
one of the I feel like that's done more for me than all of my other studies for the last year.
Well, there you go. Good recommendation by Isaac.
Yeah, I like that one. If y'all haven't fucked with that yet, like, and you listen to audiobooks or you just pick up the book, the poker mindset, I believe is the one. Or the no, it's the mental game of poker.
Okay.
That's the one. The mental game of poker.
There you go,
Yeah,
people.
good
You
books.
heard it here first. Mental.
But yeah. Hey, shout out to Bobby. What up, my guy? I see you down there. I got to meet Bobby this year. So that was one of the highlights of WSOP. I got to meet him outside the poker.org lounge.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And I see Exec Deck and Hayden and Kush and everybody else that's been joining us and moving in and out of the space as their schedule allows. I appreciate y'all for sure. Well, listen, you guys, I think I'm going to end this space because in an hour and a half, I'm going to interview Tanya Masters. We're doing an early interview today because she's in Dublin. So this gives her an 8 p.m. start time and a 3 p.m. Eastern noontime Pacific so that she doesn't have to sleepwalk while trying to interview with me. So I think I'm going to end this space. Appreciate all of you that have joined me today. Again, join me in an hour and a half, and Tanya will be my guest, and um, we'll go from there. Appreciate all of you. Isaac, you have any last words?
Nah, not at all. Just thank y'all for coming and fucking with us, having the conversation. We will catch y'all on Monday. Make sure you guys tap in for Sherry's interview. They're
On
always
Monday,
fantastic.
you mean we'll catch you tomorrow morning?
Hold on. What day is it today?
Today
What
is
day is today?
Friday.
Oh, shit. Yeah, see? That's how it goes,
Tomorrow
yo.
is
Obviously,
Saturday. We will be back at 9 a.m. Vegas time for the WPT.
I forget that we're doing weekends. My apologies. That's my bad.
No
Yeah.
worries, bud.
But
No worries.
but we will catch y'all tomorrow. And yo, also shout out to Bathwater for buy-ins. Uh Definitely like one of my favorites in spaces. And he'll send me info while we're talking about some stuff, which I dig that. You know what I'm saying? When people are like, yo, this, that, and the third about such and such. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Like he was telling me some stuff about fats. Um, but yeah, much love to all of y'all. Tramp Stamp, good talking to you, Karen. I hope you feel better. Remember, honey, lemon, some hot water, and yeah, y'all take care. Have a great
Gummies.
one, Exec Deck. I'll see you later, my brother. Everybody, be good, y'all.
Thanks, Isaac. Karen, you still there, babe?
I'm still here. I'm on my earbuds, so hopefully you can still hear me.
We can.
Okay, good. Yeah, I enjoyed the space. Glad we got to hear from Fats. Love Fats. And loved talking to you guys and hope to talk to you guys soon.
Love it. Good luck today if you play. If not, good luck tomorrow in the main, hun. Tramp, anything?
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me. Nice talking to everyone again. Fuck the Packers. Karen, good luck with your are you still, you know what? I never followed up on that. Are you still in that main or that like $1,000 tournament you were talking about? Or
Oh,
is this like a
that was
different thing?
online.
Oh,
That was online before I came to church. Yeah, I got 23rd though,
oh
so
yeah.
I did good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm in Cherokee now.
Oh yeah. Well, good luck in the main. Good luck,
Thank you.
Isaac. I know you're playing poker frequently. Good luck, Sherry. Shout out
Appreciate it.
Kush, ASG exec deck, bathwater for Binance. I fucking love your name. Let's go. But
I
yeah, good
love
luck
it.
everyone. Have a good day, and yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Tramp. Appreciate you. ASG,
Yeah, good luck, everybody. Have a great weekend.
thank you. Appreciate you. We'll be back at it tomorrow at 9 a.m. because the WPT is 21 days straight. And yes, it's hard for us to remember because we're all so busy doing so many different things and trying to bring some fun stuff to the poker world. So appreciate everybody that's listening. And again, Tanya will join me at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I hope you do too. If you are not on the felt, or if you are on the felt, good luck. If not, get out and touch that grass, folks. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend.